Everybody in this conspiracy could conceivably receive the federal death penalty.
In a story that investigative reporter Mike-Perlstein broke this morning, 2 people have been indicted for the murder of a key cooperating witness. It's part of the massive federal fraud case involving staged accidents with 18-wheelers. Good evening, and thanks for watching. I'm Katie Moore.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. So this scheme involves people claiming fake injuries and collecting settlements from bogus lawsuits. Mike has followed the story from the very beginning. Breaking news along the way. Now joining us in studio on this dramatic development, Mike.
Well, that's right, Sharice, Katie. In something of a surprise and certainly a blockbuster development, 2 people now stand accused of not just participating in the fraud scheme, but also in the murder of a fellow scammer who worked closely with accident attorneys and had become a cooperating federal witness. After 52 previous indictments and 44 guilty pleas in this 5-year federal accident fraud prosecution, the indictment of Ryan Harris and Giovanna Gardner yesterday has taken the case to a whole new level.
A murder-for-hire scheme to kill a federal witness is probably the single most serious federal crime someone could commit.
Harris and Gardner were named in this 5-count indictment, charging them with conspiracy in the 2020 murder of Cornelius Garrison. Garrison was killed on his doorstep just days after being indicted as a street-level organizer of the scheme, but months after he secretly began cooperating with the FBI.
Answered a doorbell ring at his house and was murdered in the hallway of his house. We've been waiting 4 years for the other shoe to drop, and it dropped last night.
Federal authorities have pegged the fraud in the hundreds of millions of dollars, enough to hike the insurance rates in Louisiana to among the highest in the nation.
So this fraud has impacted every automobile owner in the state of Louisiana with respect to inflated insurance premiums.
While the feds signaled their intent to go after lawyers and doctors who made the most money off of this scheme, only one attorney has been indicted so far. Authorities described the murder of Garrison as a big setback in going after bigger players. Now, with 2 new defendants possibly facing the federal death penalty, the question turns to what do they know and will they cooperate?
The government knows a lot more than what's on these 3 or 4 pages in the indictment. We'll see that play out in the days and weeks and months ahead.
Now, I reached out to the attorneys for Harris and Gardner and have not heard back. But for now, the 2 are being kept in custody at the request of the U.S. Attorney's Office with a detention hearing to be scheduled at a later date. Katie.